coffee is a little bit left. That's just left in the coffee right there. There we go. See, somebody came in. Good morning. What's going on, Mike? Time differences are really weird. I after 11 years, I never get used to it. I'm in mountain time right now. Watch is off. Let that kick in. Got enough time to get my next load through. Just figured out a way to do. I was thinking, I don't know how to do it, but just it's gonna be a little weird. Hold on a second. Hold on. Just a second there, my man. Get this coffee going. And I tell you, it's just the dumb, the stupid stuff. Okay, first dumb thing that happened to me. I'm literally in a brand new truck. This truck has 4,537 miles on it. And my radiator fluid was low. I know that sign. And a lot of times that happens. They put the bare minimum in there, and I'm on a slant, and I'm at our yard in Colorado. Excuse me, I'm at a yard in Colorado, and it came on. So you know, luckily I've got 13 gallons of water. Um, um, but it's stupid. It's a brand new truck. So, but I went out with the flashlight and I looked at the ground to see if I can see any leaks. So every time I stop today, I'm going to be checking for leaks or whatever, um, and do that stuff. I'm going to get that out of the way. Also, I'm going to double check. I've double checked, triple checked, and quadruple checked this seal, but the trailer number is wrong by one number, but the seal is right and the paperwork's right. You know what I mean? I let's see here. This came from. Let's make sure that all this is right. Morgan. 87963. And see, that's the stupid thing. You get the paperwork and you put 87963, but clearly on the paperwork it says 87953. You got to check your paperwork, bro, before you leave. Anytime you leave it, you check the paperwork and you check the seal. I mean, it's just freaking common sense. And my OCD, let me just check the seal one more time. Good morning. Hey, Mike, let me know because, I'm off on time. How much I got? Check that seal one more time. Okay. Oh, yeah. One more thing. Oh, that. Hey, great. Thanks. I am doing my push-ups on the side of the truck. Like I said, I'm leaning against the truck, and you would think because I'm leaning against the truck, that mess would be easy, but it ain't. Probably because of my weight. You would think that would be easy, but it ain't. I'm like, yo, and um, I eventually want to get to the point where instead of me leaning on the truck, see, because I have brand new push-up bars, never use them. And see, you want to have push-up bars out here, around these trucks, because sorry to say, a lot of urine, a lot of nastiness on the ground. You know, I mean, it is what it is. All these new folks, oh, y'all an answer. This is just how it is. Sorry. Um, but I want to get to the point where I'm doing the push-ups, and instead of my feet, my hands on the stairs, I want my feet on the stairs. So I'll be literally, like this, doing the push-ups. You know what I mean? Because that's how I did them for a while ago. No, I'm not a while, years ago. And subliminally, I'm going to fight it tooth and nail because I'm lazy. But I want to do this. So I know how my brain capacity works. I'm slowly getting myself into the role. So when I'm in a good mood, hey, let me do some more push-ups. Let me do, when I'm in the role, what the heck? I'm slowly doing it so that it become a habit, because people don't realize that mess works. If you do it for a certain amount of days, I think it's like 90 days, it becomes a habit. And that's one habit I need to start getting into, because at 58, it's sad to say the body stops producing like it used to. Like it used to. I'm just being honest. Hold on to this. What's this one? Uh, it figures, this cheap behind GPS. Now it tells me I can get here. I couldn't get here. I had to use my own GPS. And now it tells me I can get here. Yeah, you can kick rocks now for all I care. Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Gotta make it to that one. Okay. 6. Okay, we're gonna try that. Um, but um, I just when I started figuring out the ins and outs of this, the conscious and the subconscious, and the way minds works, my conscious has to trick my subconscious to do the right thing. I know it sounds stupid, but I got to, because I could get on here and talk. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this and that. As soon as I get off here, I say, I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that. Are you crazy? No, I ain't doing that. But I want to, because it helps up here. When everything starts clicking up here, the world could go, the world could explode for all I care. But when it starts clicking up here, we good. I realized yesterday that I suck at driving. You can't see it, but right over there, on attached to the windshield, is a AI camera, and I'm coming to the realization that I suck at driving. I have a habit of not stopping fully at stop signs, rolling stop signs. That can be very costly. So I got to keep my brain focused, relax, stop getting upset, take my time, stop this bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that thing will tell you. Rolling stop detector. Oh shoot. I'm telling I'm telling my job I can't drive. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So now, and another thing, I need to start figuring out a way to get over when I'm come up on a slow truck or a slow car, I just can't jump over. Because when I jump over, I'm jumping and I don't have the clearance between me and the next car. That gives points onto my driving record so far. So now I got to figure out a way to be able to get over and pass somebody or such and such. I might have to. It's people gonna be cussing me out. I might slow down, give me some distance of the slow person in front of me, and then jump over. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. Um, that's my dilemma, which is it's not as bad as it looks. But if they start calling me, I gotta say, yeah, I need to act right. Yeah, literally, Mike. And this one is no joke. The other one really didn't do much. This one does. This one is like, this one is not. No, you're not getting away with it. You're just showing me that you can't drive. I'm like, oh dang, oh man. This one said, is that you don't? Yeah, you did 1,000,000 miles, but you barely did it. You suck. I'm like, oh come on. No, no, no. Just tell the truth. You suck. I'm like, really? But hey, it is what it is. No, I mean, I'm not saying it is what it is. I'm gonna make a change. I haven't been to this yard in years. Let's switch it around because we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. I haven't been to this yard in years. Oh, alright, bam, duty. Yep. Um, you guys think Mike know what I'm going to talk about when I talk about this. It was literally cold as FUCK up in this truck this weekend. I woke up. Sometimes I go au naturel. I woke up, everything just was shriveled up. Hey. And it was cold and bejesus up in here. And the alarm was going off, the low voltage cutoff alarm. That goes on when I run something too long and to prevent the truck from not being able to start. That's what I like about these Kenworths. It'll disconnect everything so I can start the truck. And I heard it. I just happened to hear it. I jumped up au naturel and ran this front, started up the truck. I'm sitting there freezing my nuts. It was like 2 degrees outside. Anything lower than that for not a good period of time, 1 to 2 hours, will actually gel up the tank. What I mean by that, diesel fuel will actually, at the colder it gets, will actually turn into gel, and it won't start. So you got to, at a certain time, you got to have additives in your truck. A lot of times in the cold areas, they already got it in there because they can't be in the ground and they not have it. But I had to run it and I was freezing. I was freezing. But again, I remember this, but it's been a minute. Next yard I go to, I'm gonna get some additives just so in case it gets any colder, I can throw it in the tank. You know what I mean? I remember one year they had to throw two in there because it was so cold, it was clogging everything up. And I mean, as long as I know I got, like, for example, as long as I know I have, for example, I got it from Cabela's years ago. I have a Sub-Zero sleeping bag. So anything below Sub-Zero, I can handle. You know, I just get up in there until the guys get here. I always carry um 2 cases of water. I can go without food for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? That actually helped me. But I know how to survive, especially out here. You know, they've been wanting me to go to what you call it? Hold up. Let's see here. But I want to make sure the my Bluetooth wasn't on. All right. I forgot what I was gonna say. I paid all my bills. I might be short on one or two bills, but I'm just gonna be whatever comes up Wednesday. See, like right now, I'm gonna be short an hour or two getting this load in there, but I don't know. Someone let me know what Kansas City, Kansas is, that Central or Mountain Time, because I can set it up. I get my hours back at midnight Eastern Time. So if I set it up that I'm going to be down an hour before I get there, it'll switch over and give it back to me. I know it sounds crazy. It'll give it back to me while I'm heading there, but I have to just leave later I have to leave later on tomorrow night. I got to be there by midnight Tuesday night. But if I could set myself up for midnight Eastern Time, you see what I'm saying? I set myself midnight Eastern Time, I'm straight. Um, I'm like y'all, because most of the people that are come in, or y'all, you guys are gardeners. Um, I want the spring to be here. I done had enough of this cold already. I need the spring. I need the spring to be here. I done had enough. I'm serious. I'm serious and not delirious. I need the spring to be here. Um, I'm gonna read up on the peach tree, see if I need to start doing any pruning. Um, I need to put another whatever you call that. It's like a little small wooden fence to hold my grapes in. over there. I need to clean up my hydrangeas and get a good top dressing. I got enough. I'm going to set up a strip in the back. I'm a top dressing area in the back of the backyard, fully shaded, where I'm going to be laying some uh, creeping red fescue. I've had a little bit come back, but I've never watered the area. So I'm going to be watering it this year to see if I can keep it. Because I bought um, 2.5 pound or 5 pound bags of creeping red fescue, and I got it from North Georgia. So we're going to figure that out, and I'm going to have me a little test plot. Well, it really ain't a test plot, but I need to put topsoil there anyway because it's getting eroded away because it's on a slant. Half my yard is slanted. I'm so sick of it. Half my yard is slanted. It has to be, but I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? I'm sick of my yard being slanted because of the erosion problems. I've yet to figure out. I figured out a few parts of my erosion problem, but I've never figured out the main parts. That's why, like when you see, I did a little video on the um, that little grass I bought back from Florida. I'm gonna get a pallet this year of that same grass, and I'm gonna fill that area up and top dress that area because it gets eroded away. Every rainstorm, it gets eroded away. So I got to start figuring out. So I'm gonna be after this year. I'm gonna be top dressing every year, not with sand, but probably a compost slash topsoil mix. I got to find a good place where I can get it wholesale and at a decent price. I got to get those one, two, three, four times fixed on that salvage aerator so I can get that pulled off my trailer. Um, Main thing is I gotta get the inner tubes. I forgot to get the numbers. I could have ordered it online, but I was like, yeah, I'll do it next time. Could have ordered it online while I'm out here. I'm ordering Christmas presents online while I'm out here, and then I got lazy. My wife wants me, hey, we need to wrap our presents. I'm like, man, I ain't got time to wrap them. I'm out here, but I need to stop being the Grinch that stole Christmas and wrap the presents. You know, it, I got her three four very expensive presents, but she gives me more than, a whole lot. So I ordered a few more things, but I got to be, I, I can't afford it. So, I got to stop getting in my feelings. Because I got her a tire last month and said, babe, that's one of your Christmas presents. Because that tire was 400. It's a special tire. Cadillac has special tires for the car she's got. They're like freaking slicks or something. I don't know what the heck they are, but that thing 400. It's got this is Cadillac. This is the old people's car. It's rated at a high speed or some crap like that, and low. They're low. I don't know what they call it. It's just an expensive tire. You can't just put a regular tire on her car. I said, babe, man, you need to start doing your homework. Get regular stuff, regular schmegular stuff. But she had been driving on a plug for God knows how long, a plug, a patch, and I said, no. I went and got her a tire, and I'm paying that one off. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Okay, hold on, guys. About to get out of here. Duty loans. All right, let's see here. I did it again. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Time to go. Time to get on the road. But I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, you know what? Can you say stupid? Hold on, guys. I forgot to raise the landing gear on the trailer. I hooked up to it yesterday and shut down. And I didn't I didn't raise the landing gear. So I'm like, what is that scraping noise? I said to myself, what is that scraping noise? So when I say I don't know what I'm doing, brother, can you spare a dime? Oh, Jesus. Uh, all right, let's see. Let's get the heck out of here. Uh, let's see here. Let's see if we can go this way without causing any undue damage. Jesus. Wow, that's an old trailer. The sad part about this is, sad part about this is, everybody be trying to park in the front. I like to park in the back. Leave me alone. See, when you park over front, you get all comfortable, and next thing you know, somebody done got too close to you, and you all in there too smug. Nah, player. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. Yeah, and I'm getting out of this area because snow is coming. Snow is coming, and when it snows around here, that's a whole different. That's a whole different beast, y'all. When it snows up here in Colorado, that's a whole different beast. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. I'm ready. So hopefully, I'm trying to do 300 miles a day and do the other 300 in the tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow evening. Way I'm figuring it out. But we'll figure it out. Ain't got no choice. I ain't gonna sit here and tell y'all I ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How you and them? How are you and them? Oh man, it's crazy how the truck stop it ain't that far. Man, yo, y'all be proud of me. I paid my bills. I think I got $1 left in the bank. I paid my bills. I got food in the refrigerator, in the Raider. Bills are paid or real kind of caught up. Um, oh, in the wrong lane. I got one more 100, and American Express is at 0. And then we're going to start pumping out another credit card to get that sucker down. I think by July I can have 2 credit cards out of the way. Um, Wait a minute. Oh, I'm about to blow right by. Look at this little itty. Look at this itty bitty interest. Look what the heck. Look, I'm gonna blue by the interest. Oh, itty bitty interest. That's all right. We doing super trucking today. I gotta drive it like I stole it. I was looking. See, I can get. Y'all don't realize a lot of the grass seed that you guys have, they're actually grown in Oregon. Isn't that crazy? Most of the grass seed is actually cultivated in Oregon. So the further west you can get stuff. Like it's like a tractor supply. I forgot what the name of it is. I stopped at the wrong exit. I thought that was the right exit, but it wasn't. But I remember I had gotten like a 50-pound bag of red creeping fescue for under $100 years ago. Probably never happened. That'll never happen again. But I was looking for some more grass seed. The red creeping fescue or the perennial ryegrass or the perennial rye. One of those two. Perennial rye goes really quick. Yeah, and that's what I'm working on. And don't get me wrong. Normally, I would have on with my debt. I would have, oh, I shouldn't have done it. Boo hoo. No, no. No. Each credit card was a cruise, or money that I spent on the cruise. So I had fun. It's just I finally got one Merrick Bank. I was like 4 years. You know what that one was? That was, if y'all look back in my history, I bought a lawnmower, $600 lawnmower that was on fire. I thought I was gonna be rich. And, I'm gonna put it back together and I'm gonna sell it for $10,000. This is a $10,000 professional grade, blah 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 blah. Man, I had to scrap it. I probably got $20 for it. I should have took it apart and sold the stuff on eBay. Now that I'm thinking about it, the tires and I should have took the whole thing apart and sold it. So I could have sold the frame. But I at the time my DIY prowess was not in the best of best in the best situation. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I finally paid that credit card off that I used it. And it's okay. It's okay. I probably won't do stuff once I get them paid off. I ain't gonna do like I did, because you learn. But at 58, man, look. I'll give you an example. I dropped short video of where the truck accident happened, where I almost kicked the bucket. And I remember asking God or pleading with God, give me a second chance. I haven't done nothing. I haven't done nothing. I had never cruised yet. I've probably seen one or two other countries at the port, being in the Navy, but I've never done nothing. I just didn't want to go like that. Now, 11 years later, I've been on so many cruises. I've visited other countries. I've slept in other countries thanks to Charles and Cynthia. I've done stuff with my life. It might not be glamorous like you guys, but I've done stuff. And, and I'm going to sound a little petty right now, but I'm not talking to my son. So in 2026, I'm sorry. I'll be there if you understand where I'm coming from, but then I got to leave you alone. My son thinks that Charlie Kirk was a saint. And I'm telling you that I told him that Charlie Kirk was a white racist. He was no Christian. And if you leave that form of Christianity, you are lost. Because that is, when you think the white race thinks they're better than everybody else, which they were not there in biblical times. You can see that white picture of Jesus, but that ain't Jesus, bro. You can leave and even ask the Russians. The Russians got paintings of Jesus, and he wasn't that. And the stuff that man said about black women, the stuff that man said about the Equal Rights Act and everything, and you think that this guy was a saint? I told him, you're radicalized. You're a freaking Trumper. You're a freaking coon. And I finally got my life halfway together, and I'm not going to allow that in my life. I said, I love you, son, but I don't love that. And he's living on this fantasy. So like you hear all of this Christian music, they Jesus, blah 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 blah. But the pastor's sucking your blood dry out of your veins, knowing that you're working from paycheck to paycheck while they're living large and not helping anybody. not helping you, not teaching you how to budget, not teaching you how to live your life. They're keeping you on the bondage of their form of foolishness, but not teaching you the love of God and His mercy. You got these other, these people that, and don't get me wrong, all presidents have deported people, but they didn't run cars over and pull it and drag people out of the house. They were just quiet about it, and they did it legally. Fighting or whatever. These guys are running around and doing all hit people into their houses, and then you call you. I bet you walk going up in church thinking you're doing right. Because I ain't going unless I own the field. If I own the farm, if I own the cotton field, I got to picking that cotton. But if I ain't on it, I ain't going out there. Unless I could not get a job nowhere else. I'm telling you right now. All these people, y'all live in a fantasy, man. You live in a freaking fantasy land. Welcome to the real world. So let me leave that alone. But through all of that, and me reliving it, when I drove up to where the accident happened, and I was actually the video was wrong. It was actually a quarter of a mile up because I drove up and realized I was in the wrong spot. It was actually a quarter mile up. Like 4 or 5 months later, I met my wife, my second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, but the difference is I gotta. Well, I'm back. You say I'm gonna be leaving in a minute. The difference is I went on a rant while y'all were listening. But you see how I get out into the lane? I got on my blinkers. because it's 4:54 here in the morning. Yeah, I see it, Mike. Thank you, buddy. It's 4:54 here in the morning, but I put my blinkers on. That lets the person behind me know, hey, you might not be awake, but beware, I'm not doing the speed limit. Now that I get up above 50, good. All right, guys. As you can see, I'm driving into the darkness. This is the real over the road. This is the real trucker right here. But nothing. We're heading towards Kansas City, Kansas. Keep me in your prayers. Coming up next, Wellness is about to take the stage with instead of the negative talk that I just did, positive affirmation. Don't get me wrong, I love my son, but I don't love that bullshit. Sorry. No, you're black first. You know what I mean? You're black first. I love my son. So if y'all think I don't, I think that's not true. I'm still a father. I'll still be a father figure. But I'm not going to accept that foolishness in my life. And that's what I told them. But coming up next, Wellness Fuga Mama, get your workout on, positive affirmations and fashion sense. Cruising is fun anytime. We'll take the stage at 9 o'clock with the going live together with the crew. I think they just got back from a cruise. And yes, I'm jealous, but we're going in February. Other than that, guys, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you. God loves you. Y'all have a blessed week. Take on the world and make it your own. Try not to get too stressed. Be blessed, and always know we all love you. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for listening to my bull crap, and we will catch you guys later. See you tomorrow. Deuces.